When Watch Dogs launched in 2014, Ubisoft's promise of an open-world game centered around hacking and surveillance technology created a major stir in the gaming world. Set in a gritty version of Chicago, Watch Dogs captivated audience with the idea of controlling city infrastructure through a smartphone, offering an immersive tech-driven narrative. However, despite its innovations, the game had notable shortcomings that left room for improvements. A remastered version of Watch Dogs could bring the game's unique premise to life in a refined way, making it relevant for today's players while addressing areas where it initially fell short. A known leaker, Jonathan, claimed that the Watch Dogs series might be, well, unfortunately dead and buried, potentially due to its underwhelming performance of Watch Dogs Legion in 2020. Legion's mixed reception that has cast doubts on the future of the franchise. Yet interest in Watch Dogs Remastered remains quite strong among the fans. And here's why a remaster of Watch Dogs could rejuvenate the series, capturing the best of the original while appealing to a new generation of players. One of the Watch Dogs' biggest selling points was its hacking mechanics, which allowed protagonist Aiden Pearce to manipulate Chicago's infrastructure. Players could control traffic lights, ATMs, and even the city's CCTV network, enabling them to orchestrate scenarios and control the urban landscapes. This mechanic felt innovative at launch, making the players feel like a powerful puppet master in a city of technological control. However, the game struggled with the depth of its hacking options, which quickly became repetitive. A remaster could expand on the original's foundation, adding new hacking mechanics and greater variety in interactions. For instance, developers could introduce a wider range of outcomes for hacking actions, making the gameplay feel more complex and rewarding. New gadgets and more intricate puzzles could add dimensions to Aiden's capabilities, letting players explore different strategic options. This revamp could turn a remaster of Watch Dogs into a richer experience, where every interaction is dynamic and meaningful. Watch Dogs presented a story focused on Aiden Pearce's quest for justice following a personal tragedy. But his character often felt distant and emotionally flat. While the game touches on serious issues like privacy, loss, and revenge, it lacked the narrative depth to make these themes fully resonate with players. In a remaster, Ubisoft could enhance the narrative by adding more nuanced storytelling elements and refining character arcs. With deeper backstory and more polished cutscenes, Aiden could become a more sympathetic figure, making his journey feel more impactful. Supporting characters could also benefit from additional development, bringing emotional complexity to the plot and creating stronger connections for the players. This approach could give the story of Watch Dogs a refresh appeal, a deepening of the emotional stakes and allowing players to immerse themselves in Aiden's journey in a way that felt less achievable in the original. One of the initial disappointments with Watch Dogs was the infamous downgrade in graphics between E3 trailer and the final release. Despite Chicago's potential as a vibrant, layered city, the game's visual fell short of capturing the gritty realism expected from such an iconic urban landscape. A remaster could address this by upgrading the city with modern graphics, enhanced lighting, and realistic environmental effects, from rain-slicked streets at night to bustling crowds during the day. A visually improved Chicago would elevate the player's sense of immersion, making the city feel like a living, breathing entity. Enhancing NPC interactions and improving AI behavior would also make the game's world feel dynamic, encouraging players to explore and engage with the city in ways that felt limited in the original. Such improvements would deliver on the visual promise of Watch Dogs that captivated audiences during its initial reveal. While Watch Dogs made waves with its hacking features, its combat and driving mechanics didn't reach the same level of polish. Players often found the gunplay stiff and driving mechanics underwhelming, which impacted the game's pacing and enjoyment during the action-heavy sequences. Now, honestly though, again, the combat, especially John Wick style, well, you can make it work, of course if you know how to really play the game. Now, with the remaster, Ubisoft could refine these mechanics to bring a more fluid and responsive experience. Combat could feature improved animations and a broader selection of weapons. along with revamped AI to make encounters more engaging. Similarly, reworking the driving mechanics to offer more weight and precision would elevate high-speed chases and escapes, adding excitement to the game's more intense moments. Such changes would ensure that the gameplay feels as smooth and immersive as its hacking system, creating a cohesive experience that enhances both the action and the story. The original Watch Dogs offered a unique multiplayer feature that allowed players to invade each other's games in high-stake hacking battle. While intriguing, this mode felt underdeveloped and somewhat restricted in scope, preventing it from reaching its full potential. However, a remastered Watch Dogs may not receive any multiplayer with it at all, which would be a major shift from the original experience. This could be due to the Ubisoft's recent decision to retire certain online components for older games and the company's shift in focusing following Legion's mixed results. For fans who enjoyed PvP invasions and competitive hacking, the absence of multiplayer could feel like a loss. However, focusing exclusively on a single-player content might allow the developers to deepen the main story and add more complexity to Aiden's journey. Alternatively, Ubisoft could include a lightweight, offline, asynchronous multiplayer mode that mirrors online invasions by allowing players to challenge NPC hackers instead. Such a mode could preserve the core spirit of the original while removing the need for a dedicated online infrastructure. Despite Legion's disappointing reception, it's clear that Ubisoft's AAA titles can still, sell well. The original Watch Dogs sold 10 million copies within its first year, and Watch Dogs 2 achieved the similar results, at least in the milestones, by 2020. Even Watch Dogs Legion managed to sell 1.9 million digital units within its first 3 days, and continued to perform modestly. However, Legion's struggle to captivate audiences compared to its predecessors suggests that the franchise needs a fresh approach to regain fan support. Given that Watch Dogs movie adaptation is coming sometime soon, Ubisoft may still be invested in maintaining their franchise's mainstream relevance. A well-received Watch Dogs Remastered game could serve as an opportunity to re-establish interest in the series, showing fans that Ubisoft is committed to delivering quality content. This approach would not only honor the legacy of the original, but also reignite enthusiasm for Watch Dogs brand, potentially laying the groundwork for the future entries. Watch Dogs Remastered would serve as a nostalgic return for the fans of the original while introducing new players to the series' unique blend of hacking and open-world gameplay. For longtime fans, revisiting Aiden's story with upgraded mechanics, graphics, and narrative elements would be a rewarding experience. For new players, a remaster could act as a perfect entry point into a franchise that still has plenty of room for innovation and relevancy. Furthermore, a successful remaster could act as a stepping stone for Ubisoft to explore the Watch Dogs series' potential with future games. While Legion's mixed reviews and reduced fan support created doubt about the franchise's longevity, a remaster that captures the best of the original could demonstrate that Watch Dogs still has a place in modern gaming, paving the way for the future projects that could capture a new audience. The original Watch Dogs made a significant impact with its fresh approach in open-world gameplay, but it also left fans hoping for more. A remastered version would allow Ubisoft to deliver on the promise made in 2014, addressing the game's technical and narrative shortcomings while preserving its unique identity. By enhancing hacking mechanics, refining combat and driving, improving visuals, and building out multiplayer features, or embracing a single-player only focus, a Watch Dogs Remastered game could become a definitive edition that fully realizes the original's ambitions. At a time when the franchise's future is uncertain, such a remaster could breathe a new life into the Watch Dogs legacy, reminding players why they fell in love with this high-tech open world in the first place. Thank you so much for watching, like and subscribe. I see you guys all, and have a wonderful day.